Well, a group of traditional owners in New South Wales says they feel that they were being bribed by government officials to back a controversial plan to raise the wall of Sydney's Warragamba Dam. The state government plans to raise that wall because it wants to not store more water but reduce the flood risk to Western Sydney. It's an area that's slated for massive development. But to do that, thousands of hectares of the Blue Mountains World Heritage Area will need to be flooded, and with it, thousands of sites Aboriginal traditional owners say are culturally significant. They spoke of perceived inducements at a parliamentary inquiry today. Here's National Environment reporter Michael Slezak.
For Kazane Brown, the area west of Warragamba Dam is sacred.
It's our traditional home, that country, and it's very important to us.
She's a Gundagara woman, a traditional owner of the area, and she's fighting to stop the New South Wales government raising the dam wall by between 14 and 17 metres.
So if the wall's raised, once we have the first flood, there'll be burial sites, there'll be art sites, scar trees, campsites, shelters, all sorts of things that'll be lost.
The proposed benefit is reducing flood risk to parts of Western Sydney by up to 75%, which would save money, save lives and allow development. In September, a leaked document showed the federal government was scathing of how the state government was assessing Indigenous cultural impacts. And today, Kazane Brown told a state parliamentary inquiry she was offered inducements to support the project, including access to surrounding traditional lands.
I was angry. We shouldn't have to choose between having access to our sites and destroying them.
Inquiry Chair Independent MP Justin Field asked Kazane Brown and her daughter Taylor Clark to expand on the allegations.
Could you just clarify what you meant by that?
They told us that if the project went ahead, they would give us more access to land that Aboriginal people are currently locked out of.
So basically, if we stopped fighting it, right?
Yeah. So it was very strongly implied that if we supported it, that we would get access.
Did you feel that you were being bribed?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
In a statement, Water New South Wales said it categorically denied that inducements were offered to registered or any other interested Aboriginal parties or individuals to garner support for the project. It said, should the raising of Warragamba Dam proceed, a cultural heritage management plan will be developed in consultation with the Aboriginal community. Minister for Western Sydney Stuart Ayres didn't respond to an interview request with PM. But today on Sydney radio station 2GB, he lashed out at environmentalists opposing the project.
We're not shying away from the fact that there will be an environmental impact. We've been upfront about that right from the beginning. We're not bowing to what is, for all intents and purposes, environmental terrorism, telling people they can't do things to protect their life and their property.
Independent MP Justin Field says questions need to be answered.
It was extraordinary evidence. I mean, it's offensive that traditional owners have to ask permission to access their traditional sites, but to have that used as some sort of payoff almost for supporting the project, I think really speaks to the issues around the assessment of this project.
Independent MP Justin Field from New South Wales, Michael Slezak, our reporter there.